Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us for a Tech Talk today. I'm Dan Kronstall. I lead the Cloud and Data Center Transformation Solution area for Insight Canada. And I'm joined today by Garrett Jones and Carlan Desarmes, who are going to speak with us a little bit about SASE, which is an interesting new edge and network security approach. And they're going to show a little or tell a little bit about why this is relevant for our clients today and what Insight can do to help get you started.
Well, good morning. My name is Garrett Jones, and I'm a Cloud and Data Center Transformation Specialist at Insight, here to help our customers navigate the multi-cloud reality that we're in today.
Good morning. This is Carlan Desarmes. I joined the team and also have extensive experience in networking, troubleshooting, and also designing, architecting network from the telecom enterprise point of view, and as well from the cloud point of view deployment. So I'm here to support and help the customers with the solutions that we provide and get successful with the team.
Thanks, guys. Carlan, maybe you can share a little bit from the technical perspective. What is SASE, and why is this a new kind of technology for our networking clients?
Sure, definitely. Actually, SASE is one of the new model architectural approach that we use to actually leverage the cloud solutions and also the migration from legacy traditional environment to the cloud. So SASE provides us with the facility to actually use different sides of the deployments and also the solutions, the services to the customers with the best way, efficiently, and also with more security involved, with more connectivity approach, and also the identity. When I say identity, I'm talking about the zero touch provisioning and also SAML, SSO, all those stuff, all those things. So SASE is helping us in actually providing a better service to the customers, like seamlessly access to the services and the solutions, and provide the customers and the clients. I mean, to not just access the solution, but make sure the security is taken care by providing a better security, better access, and also the identity protection, security sides, and also high availability of the service. So with SASE, we are ready to move either to the cloud, to leveraging SD-WAN security with all major providers in the network and in the industry, and also take advantage as well to what we already have in the data center. So that's all we can do with SASE.
Cool. So it sounds like it's basically a way of capturing a bunch of tools that have already been either in customer environments or available from different providers and putting a real model and framework around it. Garrett, can you tell us a little bit about where the need for this this kind of package comes from?
Sure, Dan. You know, the answer of the question, why SASE and SD-WAN now? I think, let's start by looking back. Not long ago, data traffic, in the enterprise was, 75, 80% internal at the headquarters and our branches. And maybe 20, 25% was over the internet. So, the smaller amount. And now it's almost the exact opposite. And there's a few things that have driven this change over the last number of years. The consumption of public cloud apps and cloud services has exploded and continues to explode. And add to that, this distributed workforce that had been growing, but now, certainly in a COVID era, is having become even more profound and had a significant impact on how we manage and look after that distributed workforce. And finally, the one thing that we all see every day, the proliferation of smart mobile devices and different things that we connect into the enterprise, wherever we might be, has had a tremendous impact on how we manage and secure and deliver services. So what's happened is we've had a complete inversion. 75 to 80% of this traffic is now over the internet, and only 20, 25% is internal. So what used to be what we call the enterprise perimeter has definitely evolved. It's no longer a location, and really it requires a set of dynamic edge capabilities to protect and secure our customers' data and their businesses. Traditional WAN and point security products have become quite complex and costly in this new world, and they're not easy, and they take a long time to deploy, often difficult to manage, and don't have a lot of flexibility. And ultimately what's happened is performance has started to suffer and become an issue. And as a result, the end user experience and productivity has been negatively impacted. So the bottom line, old branch connectivity technologies like MPLS, which are so great for so many years, and point security products to service and protect this new cloud edge are just not making the grade for customers. And we're in this increasingly digital world, and security is the #1 priority. And this is where our customers need help. Hence, secure access, services edge, SASE, and SD-WAN architecture is that new solution that's here to help customers address that problem.
Well, that's great, Garrett. Thanks. That's a really clear need and opportunity. Carlin, maybe you can share a little bit about where does Insight get started with SASE for our customers?
Sure. Just even before we go like where Insight is like helping the customers, I want to add a line with from what Garrett just said. So one of the potential need we have for SASE is that where it will be helpful is that now the way customers or clients used to access the services and the solutions before is no longer the same way today. We're talking about like accessing the services. I mean, before it was like, oh, you have to be on site, you have to be in the network, you have to be in the local network to be able to access the services. And now it's changed, so it can be anywhere, remote access, and plus IoT right now, Internet of Things. So we also consider the way we access, from where we access, what do we use to access the devices, mobile devices, all these things bring more traffic into the solutions. It brings more traffic into the infrastructure. And the local data center can no longer support this amount of traffic. So now we need a way, okay, to shift. Okay, we need to think about like moving some solutions to the cloud. Now, how do we integrate those cloud solutions with the existing data center solution? That's where SASE is gonna be one of the key feature or the model that we will follow. We will use to like make sure that we still care for the security, we still care for the connectivity, but reachability to the solutions is another aspect, because we're accessing from different ways, different devices, different locations, and to different geographic hosting point of the solutions, where they are hosting regardless on the data center, in the cloud, or in the anywhere. So this is very important for SASE, where we're gonna be very beneficial in terms of using or put this model into practice for the delivery of the services. Now, come back to the question then, how Insight is helping in terms of like delivering the solution. What is the approach Insight is taking? It's simple. First thing, we make sure we understand the customer infrastructure. We understand, okay, where we can start leveraging the technology or the model, where we can start thinking about migrating the customer networks, and what's the requirement. The requirement is it's not just what they have now. It's like short, medium, long-term exposure of the network, where the customer is going, and that's where we will think about the connectivity. Okay, what the customer has. Do they have like what now an MPLS link? Okay, we're thinking about going to SD-WAN. Okay, if you go to SD-WAN, why do you want to keep paying those expensive MPLS circuit when we can leverage an SD-WAN solution that will help you to bring the cost down of the business, and also be more scalable to the solution, accessibility, and security. So we take care of all this with the analysis of the customer infrastructure. We go beyond about security. Okay, how they access, what is the strategy that can be used to make sure the customers that not just accessing the solution, but in the secure way. Like, do we take care about the identity with like you access one service, and then you have access to all of the services, which is SSO, single sign-on. So SASE gives us all this approach, and we from Insight, we take care of that. We make sure that we understand your service, we understand your solution and your infrastructure, and provide you with the best services. And I will encourage that you please contact the executive contact for any questions that may have, and they will be able to assist and also identify the best solution specialist from our team that will be able to help you to onboard the solution and help you to deploy and design and integrate the solution with your infrastructure.
Interesting stuff for sure. There's a very comprehensive set of things that we're able to work with our customers to align to their company's outcomes and where they're headed. I just want to add a little bit, Dan, that at a high level, SASE really is a digital business enabler for our customers, right? And Carlin went over a lot of great things. As we distill this down, this is about converging WAN and network security services, right? And the SASE SD-WAN solution delivers some really key, powerful things to organizations. Performance and agility is at the foundation. Significant opportunity to impact costs. And reduce those costs and really reduce the complexity that is involved with things being accessed from all kinds of devices from all kinds of places, as you heard Carlin speak to. But it also simplifies management and gives us agility, and that's really key. So as businesses look into this kind of thing, improving their service levels, the ROI obviously has to matter, and customers are already seeing anywhere from 8 months to 2 years. Forrester did a study that showed in one customer's case that there was an ROI of 243% in 3 years. So these are very, very strong benefits, as well as economic impact that are of great value to customers as well. So if any of the things that you've heard about today resonate a bit with what's going on in your organization, some of the challenges you're having in dealing with this new network and this new security implications with more of the traffic going over the internet versus in our internal networks, we have a great deal of experience and a number of certified specialists and architects inside of Insight supporting these types of solutions. So I encourage you to contact your Insight account manager or your cloud data center transformation specialist, and we'll coordinate our team and align it with your organization and your next generation network and security journey. And we can help with assessments, proof of value, rolling out these services, even helping you manage these services if that's something that is of interest to you. So I'll hand it back to you, Dan. Just wanted to add a couple of final thoughts there.
That's great. Thanks very much, guys. Really appreciate your time, Garrett and Carlin. Thanks for sharing the word about SASE and Insight's capabilities in this area.